Hello, everybody, and this is Auntie, and I am here with Auntie Say It Is and So that's going to knock your socks out your shoes. It appears that Soulja Boy was on Instagram a couple of hours ago indicating that Lisa allegedly got him for $26,000 in Cameo funding. They're showing right here a check that says Cameo Baron App Inc. The check is made out to Lisa Hamme in the amount of $26,478. Okay. In the memo portion of the check, it says for Soulja Boy earnings. Now, I am going to take this camera down. We're going to do this old school because I got to get this out to y'all. And we're going to play a little bit of what is going on out here on this mofo, okay? So bear with your auntie while we get this together. Of course, you all know I can't go live on this channel right now. But I've got to get this out to you all really, really quick. So let me get this camera down. I'm going to flip this around. And here's the check. The check is a Cameo check signed, sent to Lisa Hamme. Soulja Boy explains the reason why this check was sent to her. And so we are going to go ahead on, just one second, let me put this camera back. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to listen to a little bit of what Soulja Boy has to say. Bitch.
Wow, 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 wow. So, honestly, as you guys all know from the show down to my social media apps, I always trying to be calm, but sometimes you just have to deal with the things that are going,
He said you're trying to be
I
calm.
always preach peace, I always preach love,
He
I
always
say
preach.
that I want to make people happy. But I think at the same time, it's good if you can make yourself happy first. To be honest, I don't want to see anybody in, bad situation or anything. But you can look at the screen. That is a check. That check is written $26,000, $478 with some cent on top.
67 cents on top.
If you read the check, you will see Soulja Boy talent N. That is the money I make from my own Cameo. And I was like, okay, because the Cameo company does not have any provision for any African artist when they open the company. So it's either they pay me through the PayPal or I have to appoint someone to get the money for me. And who is that person that I'm going to appoint to get the money for me?
He appointed his wife.
These days, it's not easy to trust anybody. Despite that we're not having good time with Lisa, but at least she is my wife. I got married to her. So, I was like, okay, let me appoint her because she is my wife. So I now say, okay, Lisa, get my money and please wear it to me. She was like, okay, I'll do that for you. Lisa and I disturbed the guy that have to process my money to send the check to her. And don't forget, the Cameo company warned me that we don't pay someone through someone. I was like, listen, she is my wife. She's not going to cheat me. Send the money to her. And I was like, Lisa, if this money get to you, please just take like one day. Or if you can wear it that same day, please do. She was like, the next day I'm going to wear the money to you. I was like, okay. Immediately money gets
First
to her.
mistake.
She deposited the money into her bank account. Story change. Anytime I ask, it's a different story. Anytime I ask, it's a different story. Anytime I ask, it's a fight. So I was like, okay, what are you up to? Then she came up with the idea that if she is going to send the money to me, there will be a charge for her, for the task and whatever from the United States government. I was like, okay, you can go ahead, calculate the money that is going to be task for you, remove that money and send me the remaining balance.
Jeez.
She said, now, we have a problem. I have to go back and tell the people on social media, on my IG, that all what happened on that 90-day fiancé is all film. I say I can't do that because TLC only follow true life story. They don't do film. They do true life story. They don't script. They follow what it is. They follow the reality. They don't script. They follow you with camera. Why will I go and damage their TV station for your interest? You exhibited your habit both on the TV show and your social media handles.
Can y'all believe
this? Why do you want me
this?
to go back and say that what happened was a film? It wasn't a film. It was true life story, and that is your behavior, Lisa. That is your attitude. The way I am, that is how people see me. That is how they see me on social media, and that is how I am still up to today. You know? So, I was kind of like, I'm not gonna cover anything, bro. I'm not gonna cover anything. I'm talking to Lisa, you know. The account number is her account number, so you know, she was like, okay. She was like, okay, I have to go back. After she talked about the task, I say, okay, remove the.
Sorry, y'all, moved and it moved just like that. So wait a minute, let me see if I could get back. Y'all, is this scandalous or what? Now, as we all know, there was, you know, some things that were going on Instagram from Lisa indicating that Soulja Boy was a scammer. If what Soulja Boy is showing on this screen, this check, and what his testimony is correct, guess who the scammer is? It damn sure ain't Soulja Boy. This right here is absolutely ridiculous. There have been allegations. I was out there on Jade's channel, Jade, on Instagram, and they were talking about it. And I was like, you know, this a husband and wife thing. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Nick, nack, patty, rat, give a dog a bone. But then she began to explain to me what happened with this mofo and that, you know, allegedly Lisa had done this. And I just was, you know, just shocked beyond just shocked. Allegedly, Lisa has shown pictures that she has a cotton freaking new car. And they're speculating, people are speculating that she brought this new car with this $26,000 check that she was supposed to send to Usman, okay? This right here is absolutely terrible. He's now on the screen, and I'm not going to show the screen because I don't feel like dealing with YouTube with all that bull crap. So I won't be showing his, you know, his body or anything like that. But I do want to go to, I think it's like the 38-minute mark where he is telling her, look, send me my money. But let me tell you something. It's too late. Them paper, them Benjamins sound like they gone. Because if he's asking her over and over and over again to send him his money, he said that he asked her to send the money to him within, you know, 24 hours, you know, whatever. He said that she said that he alleges that she said, you know, she got to pay the taxes on the money. There's a fine on it. Look, you got $26,000. I don't care whether or not the taxes on it is $10,000, okay? Now, I think it probably will be taxed like 30% or whatever, 33 and a third, or whatever it is Internal Revenue requires of it. But send the man his money. Now, I don't know whether or not this chick has a new car because I don't follow Lisa on social media. She's just out of control. So I don't follow her. But let's listen to a little bit more.
In Nigeria, I ever send you $2,000 from Nigeria, I send it to you to United States. If you want to me, I can go back to my bank and get the transaction. I don't bring all the transaction you are bringing from. I don't know how you form it because that is how you form another DM me chatting with another woman. I have it in my phone till today. So, to be honest, I don't know. But I don't know. If you post anything like me, I have the check. And if you say I'm lying, I can contact the Cameo company to contact you. So what I'm telling you is that I'm sorry for any American lady to hear this. I know, and you know, I do a favor marrying you because you are not my type. But I choose to make you happy even if you have drama. You always come on live saying different things with you and somebody who is called Rocco. Rocco, he said that he's a promoter. Who did he promote? Since when you start working with Rocco, did he ever bring any promotion, any contract for you?
Girl, he is shading the cotton freaking promoter now. He says, since you've been working with this promoter, who I don't know this guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not, I ain't following it like that. But he said, when did this mofo ever do anything for you? Did he ever bring you any contracts? And you know what? I don't know whether or not he did. He says, he goes on further on in this and says how she was the one that caused them to be fired off of some show that TLC was supposed to be having. Ooh, boy, if this tea ain't burning my lips, it should be burning yours. Okay, let's see. So basically what he said, for all of you all who's having a difficulty hearing him, maybe the volume is too low or whatever. He said that Lisa had told him that he alleges that Lisa told him to go back and change and say that everything that they did was fictitious and that they were acting. And he told her, no, I'm not going to say that you're acting. You are who you are and I was who I was. It was all real. And I am not going to mess up the TLC brand coming out and indicating that this stuff was not real. God dang it, if this ain't some tea right here.
So we did promote. You just finished live. I was watching the live you doing with Rocco, right? That you finished like an hour ago. You were saying that the governor, the Kaduna State governor, talk about you. Lisa, when I ask you, I am the person that said, Lisa, I have a surprise for the Kaduna State governor's wife. She's having birthday. I want the cast member to wish her happy birthday for me.
Oh, for the
so
governor.
I can surprise the woman. I ask you to do for me. I asked Tom, I asked Geoffrey, I asked Bayer, I asked Michael, I asked Juliana, I asked Cesar. They all do it for me. I edit it. When I want to put, I say that the guy that is edited, make sure you put Lisa first. I did that. Despite all the drama and the headache you are giving me, I did that. And when I did that, I have the chat. I said that, Lisa, I promise you on WhatsApp, I say, I promise you I'm going to put your own video first. And I did that. And when the woman was about to appreciate, I told her that this woman...
Just too much.
And put her name address, her home address. I stated all that through email so that it will be a full, approve. They will have a good evidence. Miss Kama, now I appoint you to get me my money. It is not your money. You have your own Cameo. You do shout out for people that pay you. I have my own Cameo. I do shout out for people that pay me.
Let me rewind this.
I send $2,000 for you. I get the money from Sharp Entertainment where I work, the company that I work for. I go to my bank and send the money to you in America. Why? Because you had a foot problem, and I was like, you're my wife. That nobody knows. I never say anything about that. You are the reason why we get fired from Strike Back. Because 90-day Fiance Strike Back. And I'm very sure people are going to miss me. People are going to miss you. Your fans are going to miss you on that Strike Back. My fans are going to miss me for that Strike Back. But that's the truth. We are fired. We are out of it. And this Strike Back, let me tell you something that you people doesn't know about. Strike Back money was very little. I, Usman Soulja Boy, was the person that worked so hard to make the money to be good. And today, you, because you call me N-word, you and I are out, other casts are going to benefit that money. Why are you doing this? I'm the person that applied for 90 days and bring you in. We benefit. Today you are baby girl Lisa, I'm Soulja Boy. You go back to your country and call me N-word, you go back to your country and call me scammer. Now I appoint you to get me my money. It is not your money. You have your own Cameo. You do shout out for people that pay you. I have my own Cameo. I do shout out for people that pay me. I appointed you to collect the money for me. You eat the money and you are still calling me scammer. Lisa, why?
Jesus.
Why?
Why?
What is it that am I scamming?
Ooh.
Anyway, I don't know. But I just want to tell you something.
What?
I just want to tell you something.
What?
Don't think because I'm always calm. Yes, I'm calm. The reason why I'm being calm is that whatever happened to me, that is me. Whatever happened to me, if it already happened, I don't have to start regretting, because regretting will not solve my problem.
Okay.
Thinking deeply and taking action towards what happened is going to be the solution to my problem. So if I say, I'll be like, oh my God, oh my, that is not going to be the solution to my problem.
That's true. Ain't no need to get
The
excited.
solution to my problem is the problem I had, or the mistake I made, how am I going to correct it?
Oh, her soul is dirty.
Somebody is asking, what did you see in Lisa? Honestly speaking, I didn't see anything in Lisa. I just wanted to make her happy, because I am her happiness, that I know. And that is the reason why I want to stay with her. Just to make her happy. And that is the reason why I say, if she cannot give me child, because to you Americans, it will sound so weird. It will sound so crazy that I'm married to you and I'm going to get another wife. Not because I want to, but because in Africa, to get a child is very important. And if you watch the show, you heard what my mom said. If you get married to my son, after, is it 2 years, we want 3 children. So if you cannot get me the children, that is the reason why I have to get married to another woman. I stay with you because I just want to make you happy.
See, he ain't see nothing in Lisa. He stayed with her to make her happy. What? What? Yo. This is deep. I think at the 38-minute mark, he again tells her to give him the money back. Let me see, y'all. Hold on. Let me see.
I don't have to come. I don't have to come. I told you this earlier. After the show, I have something that I can do to community, to support into the community, into the society. I have something to offer, which is my music. I don't expect everybody to love my music, but at least some people will love my music. After the show, what do you have to do? Nothing. Calm down and chill. Be with me and you enjoy later. At the age of 80 that you are going to be, I will still be around 50. You know? So, but you refuse. I got no option now. All I have to do is that, please, send my money. And that is the end. We are over, Lisa. Believe me. I'll be going to Abuja either tomorrow or next. I'll go and, because I think I have enough reason now to get annulment. I have enough reason.
Oh.
I have all the check, all the screenshot, everything. So please send my money, so that even if we are to go away from each other, but at least we will still live in peace. You know? Send my money. $26,000 is no money that I'm going to say, okay, go ahead. No. Send my money. You have Cameo, I have Cameo. You know? You get your own money into your account. I appointed you to get my money. The check is here. I'm going to tag it for a few minutes. That's it. That is when she deposited the money into her
Oh my
bank
God,
account.
he's showing that she'd have deposited the money.
That is when she deposited the money into her bank account.
Oh my God.
This is when, after she received the check, this is the check.
Oh my
Read it down. You
God.
see, Soulja Boy, talent ends. That's it.
Oh my God.
So here is when she deposited the money into her bank account. And then from then, I didn't hear anything anymore. So, please, yes, on your birthday, on your birthday, Irene Job, on your birthday, Irene Job.
Y'all, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. People are indicating that this woman has actually gone out and brought a new car. Could she really be scamming from her own? You know what? Why am I questioning it? You all heard it. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. And I will tell you whether or not this mess is true. Unfreaking believable. My DMs are going off. You all heard it for yourselves. I'm going to go live on my other channel so we can have a conversation about it. I'll see y'all then.